Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a pop-out heart Valentine's card. You could make one with plain colored paper, you could use a mixture of papers like this one, but the steps are the same. You're going to begin with a background paper for your card. You want to fold that in half. A good way to practice folding something in half evenly is to line up the edges carefully and then hold that with one hand. Put your other hand on top of that hand and slide it over towards the fold. It's a good way to make a nice even fold. So that's going to be your background. You can set that aside. To make the pop-out heart, you can use whatever papers you have on hand. For this one, I'm going to use some pink construction paper and a scrap of wrapping paper that I found. So the most important thing is to cut out 4 or 5 or 6, at least 4 hearts that are exactly the same size. And we want them to be folded in half and cut on the fold. So I think it's best to start with one paper, fold your paper, and draw half of a heart along the fold. You can use a pencil. I'm going to use a marker so that you can see it nice and dark. So you're going to draw half that heart along the fold. Then you're going to carefully cut it out. Now you'll want to cut at least 3 or 4 more hearts the exact same size. A good way to do that is to put the heart I just cut out right around the fold of another piece of paper or another area of the paper, trace around, and cut it out. I could also cut some hearts out of this wrapping paper. I'm going to do 2 at the same time. Notice how I'm folding it so the colored side is on the inside and the white is on the outside, the plain side. I want to trace it on the white side. I'm going to trace around there. Wrapping paper is thin enough that I think I can cut 2 at the same time. I'm going to cut right around there, keeping it folded. I do want to separate these hearts afterwards though. I think I'll cut one more pink heart. I'm going to trace it on this scrap and cut it out. Next, it's really important that each heart is individually separated and folded in half. You're going to be putting glue on one half of your first heart, and you're going to take the second heart, keep it folded in half, and put it right on top like a stack. Now I'm going to put glue on top only of that heart, and I'm going to take the next color and stack it right on top. I'm not putting glue inside the hearts. I'm just putting it on the outside of the folded heart and stacking them up with the flat edge, the flat folded edge, all on the same side. I'm going to do that with all of my hearts. Then you can open it up and you'll see how it will pop out. You want to make sure that none of the pieces stick together. You might want to let it dry open. Next, you want to take that background piece from your card and you're going to fold your hearts back in half again. You're going to put glue on one half. Then you want to line up the folds in your heart with the fold in your background card. Put some glue on the other side, the other end piece of your heart, and fold it down. It's a good idea to let these dry open so that the layers do not stick together, but you can then add a message and decorate the front of your card. Be as creative as you like. You can use any papers for this. Have fun!